Well, Aunt Peggy went to Nashville in the spring of '69 for Belfast via Dublin and across the sea. Touchdown in Chicago where she caught a bus down south going 65 to Tennessee. Well, she looked out through the window at the sunset and the dusk, cornfields stretching way beyond. And she checked into a hotel and laughed out loud, wondered how she'd ever go back home. Well, Aunt Peggy went to Nashville, was her first time overseas, bought a red dress and a brand new pair of shoes. She went down to check out Music Row and see a famous face or two in amongst the cowboy hats and boots. Well, she found herself some romance there beneath the neon lights, sitting on a bar stool on her own. Then she checked into a hotel where the cowboy on her arms wondered how she'd ever go back home. Well, Aunt Peggy went to Nashville where she found a brand new friend, took the bus to Memphis on the whim. They walked hand in hand down Beale Street, heard the blues out in the street, heard a preacher saying, Lord, forgive their sins. And she thought that she was someone else and free for the first time. She walked beneath the lazy southern sun. Then she went into a cafe, drank a coffee, watched the sky, wondered how she'd ever go back home. Well, Aunt Peggy went to Nashville, she was pushing middle age, not too late to start again, to turn another page. Well, Aunt Peggy went to Nashville, then she came back home again, walked the streets of Belfast in the rain. It was cold and it was lifeless and the sky was black as slate. She unlocked the door and went on in, and she thought about the one that she had left behind, and she wrote his number down beside the phone. Then she sat back in her sofa, watched the Lucy show, wondered why she ever came back home. Then she sat back in her sofa, watched the Lucy show, wondered why she ever came back home. Then she sat back in her sofa, watched the Lucy show, vowed that she would never stay back home. And she vowed that she would never stay back home. And she vowed that she would never stay back home. Aunt Peggy went to Nashville.